Good morning to respected sir, teachers and my dear friends. My number is 5. I want to say a story about words of wisdom. Once there lived a great king who was renowned for his wisdom and intelligence. As the king got old, the thought of retiring came into the king's mind and he spread the word across his kingdom to appoint a new successor. The news of search for a new successor got a great stirring across the kingdom. The king considered to be the wisest to come to the power. The king had no son, therefore the king wanted to make any deserving young man. The king from among his nation. The king called the youth of the nation together and gathered them in the royal hall. The king gave each of them a seed and said, "This is a very special seed. I want all of you plant it, water it, take care of it and bring it back after 1 year. Based on what you bring back, I will decide the next king of the country." Everyone left from there with their seed. They excitedly planted their seed and waited for it growth. As the months passed ago, the youth of the country were talking about how their seeds were grown. But there was a young man whose seed hadn't even spot. But the young man used the water to the seed and did everything to make it grow. But the seed hadn't even spot. He was very sad in that matter. As the months passed ago and a year passed from the day the seed was distribution, and people were talking about how their seed was grown, but still he had nothing. As the months still he had nothing. Went to the palace, but the young man whose seed hadn't even spot, he was very reluctant to attend to the palace. But his mother insisted him to go to the palace because his efforts has been true and there is no shame in showing that. The young man went to the palace with his empty pot of soil. In the gathering, he was amazed to see the variety of beautiful plants. He kept the pot on the floor and many people were laughing at him, but he was very embarrassed to be there. When the king entered in the hall and inspected each and every pot, he was slowly examined all the different plants and looked at the young man. The young man with empty pot hiding back and trying to go unseen. But the king found him and gave pass. The king walking slowly over and he eyed the young man and looked at the young man his plant closely. But he said nothing. He ordered to the guards to bring the young man front of the court. The young man was very sad as the king noticed him, the altar failed to grow a seed. But the king called the young man friend and he held his hand and raised and said, "Behold everyone, this is your new king. A year back I said that come back after 1 year with what you have. Then what you did? I gave you a boiled seed before I handed to you. Then the seed is useless, but you changed the seed and you brought me flowers, trees, etc. with your dishonesty. The young man is only one honest person. Behold everyone." Moral of the story: if we see in our lives, we can find that honesty is very important in our lives. However, being honest is very difficult in today's world. But once we practice it, we will get peace of mind. And once we are honest, we will do not afraid of anything. And honest person will get himself disciplined and he know what to do and what not to do. By the behavior of honest person, people will trust him and he will respect him by other people. Thank you for giving this great opportunity.